Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Wednesday, March 26th. Coming up on Cullman Today, a Cullman woman, second person charged with manslaughter in a Good Hope case, Wallace State Community College's Big Band Dance, and Cullman City Schools to celebrate alumni. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. A Cullman County woman is now facing a manslaughter charge in connection with the death of a man in Good Hope last month. Kinsey Nicole Burns, 21, of Cullman, was arrested March 20th on charges of manslaughter, fentanyl, and corpse abuse. She is the second person to be charged in connection with the death of Anthony Mark Sturgeon, 29, of Cullman. On March 19th, Gregory Wayne Aycock, 55, of Cullman, was arrested. He is charged with manslaughter, fentanyl, first-degree hindering prosecution, and corpse abuse. Sturgeon's body was found at Good Hope Park on Saturday, February 8th. Cullman County Sheriff Matt Gentry told the Tribune in February, preliminary indications are believed to be a drug overdose. It is believed that Aycock moved the body in question. Burns is currently being held at the Cullman County Detention Center without bond, as is Aycock. Wallace State Community College's Fine and Performing Arts program will celebrate around 50 years of jazz performances at its annual Big Band Dance. The event will feature special performances by alumni representing almost the entire history of the Wallace State Jazz Band. Robert Bean was the first director of the Wallace State Jazz Band and has maintained that post for more than 15 years before passing the baton to the current director, Ricky Burks. Burks performed with one of the college jazz bands in high school. Many alumni have signed up to play on April 18th for a portion of the jazz band dance. Their time at the college ranges from 1977 to 2023. Nurse practitioner Chris Williams of Cullman plans to attend the event and sit in with the band. Williams played drums for the jazz band from 1995 to 1998 and credits what he learned at Wallace State and specifically from Burks for where he is today. Many Wallace State Jazz Band alumni wishing to join at the concert may sign up and receive the sheet music for the performance. The Big Band Dance will be held on Friday, April 18th at 7 p.m. in the Borough Center for Fine and Performing Arts. Admission is a $10 donation for adults and $5 for students and children younger than 12. Cullman City Schools Foundation is planning for the 2025 Cullman City Schools Distinguished Alumni and Service Awards. This special event celebrates the outstanding achievements of alumni and recognizes those who have made a significant impact on Cullman City schools and community. Tickets to the celebration are available for Friday, April 25th for $35 each and tables of 8 for $500 to $1,000. And those are the top stories in Cullman today. Coming up, Wallace State's season ends with a loss to Frank Phillips. Sports is next. Welcome back. In today's sports segment, let's get an update on the Wallace State Lions postseason run. After securing the South District Championship with a win over Southern Union and advancing to the NJCAA tournament, Wallace State's season came to an end Sunday night with an 83-69 loss to Frank Phillips in Hutchinson, Kansas. The Lions entered the game as the 22nd seed, while Frank Phillips was the 11th seed. Wallace State head coach coach Farron Key said that the loss does not define their season. The Lions finished the season 26-6, their best record since the 21-22 season when they finished 28-5. The Lions trailed 38-26 at the half and were outscored by the Plainsmen 45-43 in the second half, allowing Frank Phillips to pull away with the win. In the first half, Frank Phillips used a 10-4 run to break open a close game and take a 26-18 lead. The Lions got as close as 26-20 before the Plainsmen used a 12-8 run to close the half. After Josh Page brought Wallace within 10 to start the second half, Frank Phillips went on a 10-0 run to widen the gap, leading 46-28 with 17-18 remaining. The Lions' struggles continued through much of the second half before making a little run at the end of the game to cut into the Frank Phillips lead. Christian Thompson led the Lions with 15 points and 14 rebounds. He finished the season averaging 10.5 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 2.9 blocks per game. Despite playing against two 7-footers, Thompson showed he can be a dominant big man, and Key believes he has, quote, played his way onto a lot of teams' radars the last couple of weeks and has a bright future ahead. Thompson posted 46 points, 45 rebounds, and 17 blocks in his last 3 games. KJ Anderson added 15 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds, while Josh Page had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. A.J. Thompson and T.J. Cochran each had 7 points and 6 rebounds, while Johnson added 5 assists. Rounding out the scoring was Caleb Page with 4, Hayden Shedrick and Cole Key with 3, and Zay Madden with 2. Congratulations to the Lions on an outstanding season. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including an Agriplex-style tea party and a lavender haze at the Bloomin' Festival. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Imagine a weed that can produce 600,000 seeds per plant and grow as much as 2.5 inches per day. Such a weed exists, and it's not being grown somewhere in a secure lab. It's widespread in the fields of Alabama farmers and throughout the United States. This superweed, Palmer amaranth, is considered the most difficult weed to control, with weeds being the #1 overall threat to crop production. The College of Agriculture's Department of Crop, Soil, and Environmental Sciences at Auburn University is focusing on managing herbicide-resistant weeds like Palmer amaranth and Italian ryegrass, due to how quickly the weeds can become resistant to many important herbicides and have the potential to transfer that resistance to new plants through pollen movement. While there is no silver bullet to contain the evolution and spread the herbicide resistance in weeds, rotating crop and alternating herbicide chemistries, in addition to using non-herbicidal tools such as weed-free crop seed, weed-suppressant crop cultivars, ecological approaches, effective water and nutrient management, and the use of cover crops, all should be incorporated into weed management programs, according to those working on the project. J&C Local Farm is set to make its debut at the 41st Annual Blooming Festival Arts and Crafts Fair at St. Bernard Prep School on April 5th through 6th. Nestled in the heart of nature, J&C Local Farms is a working farm dedicated to cultivating culinary lavender and creating high-quality, handcrafted products infused with its delicate flavor and aroma. Founded by Joe and Carla Stiles of Arab, what started as a simple investment in land quickly evolved into a thriving farm filled with fruit trees, lavender fields, and an ever-growing commitment to sustainability and education. J&C Local Farms specializes in a variety of lavender-infused products, from gourmet treats like dark and milk chocolate lavender caramels, honey and lavender blends, and lavender-infused baking mixes, to luxurious bath and body items such as lavender soaps, lotions, essential oil rollers, and simmer pots. They also offer lavender cocktail sugars and seasonings, perfect for enhancing culinary creations. Festival goers will have the opportunity to experience lavender's calming and culinary wonders firsthand at J&C Local Farms booth. From tasting samples to learning about the difference between culinary and aromatic lavender, visitors can immerse themselves in the farm's handcrafted goods and sustainable practices, and maybe even come home with a touch of lavender's timeless charm. Did you know that Piper and Leaf Tea Company, based out of Huntsville, uses Cullman strawberries from Cullman's very own J. Calvert Farms in their teas? The North Alabama Agriplex invites you to join them for a Lunch and Learn April 2nd at noon, as Piper and Leaf Tea Company teaches participants how to brew their favorite tea blends in concentrate for a quick, easy sip. The cost for April's Lunch and Learn is $10 per person and includes a light lunch. To register, call 256-297-1044 or go online. Cullman's First United Methodist Church has 2025's Vacation Bible School scheduled for July 15th through 18th. This year, kids will go on the ultimate Alaskan adventure where northern lights glow over majestic mountains, racing rivers, and glistening glaciers. As kids trek the tundra, they'll explore how easy it is to lose sight of what's true in our wild world today. Pointing them toward Jesus, the True North VBS shows them that He is faithful, a faithful friend we can always trust. Scan the QR code to sign your children up to attend at 5 p.m. daily. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message.
Cullman's in full bloom in the newest edition of Community Matters from the Cullman Tribune. Discover fresh dining spots, celebrate community connections, and meet local heroes making a real difference. From stunning sights to courtside lights, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Pick up your free copy around town or read it online today. Community Matters. Get to know your community.
Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Jeffrey Dale Kilgore, 60, of Cullman, passed away Monday, March 24th. A celebration of life memorial service will be at 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 28th at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family. Now let's take a moment to look ahead at your weather forecast. It's another set of beautiful spring days in Cullman with sunny skies today and a high near 71. Tonight will be clear with a low around 45. Ditto for Thursday, sunny with a high near 75, becoming mostly cloudy Thursday night with a low around 55. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Cullman.